What up to everybody in the podverse and everybody sleeping in the cloud? Welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk black about TV, film, music. Sometimes we digress into conversations that even we don't understand and drink coffee or hot tea, which is recommended by 3 out of 4 cardiologists. My name, Rod. My partner, his name is Ryan. He's my brother. Say hello, Ryan.
What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
What's that?
If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't like it, please give us a 5-star rating anyway, and we'll try to do better next week. And you can find a lot more clips on IG and TikTok and Facebook.
If you're watching on Chat GPT, you're watching the wrong brothers.
Yes.
Hey.
So I thought I'd start this off because the last one was a train wreck. So
I didn't think it was a train wreck.
So
I thought that's kind of rough.
I've been saying, the last few weeks, hey man, you need a break. Us too. That's why we do this. So hopefully it'll make you maybe laugh and think and laugh. Maybe a little bit of both, or maybe one or the other. So we did a pod that has been removed and deleted on The Last Dragon. And what we found was that we cannot we did an hour and 40 minutes on The Last Dragon. And it was just long. And we found ourselves it was just long. And we don't really know what we were talking about.
And it was a laborious doctoral thesis on a movie we don't understand.
And then we came back and we said, you know what? We talked about this because of the nostalgia. But this podcast is more, can nostalgia really save The Last Dragon? Because you have some flood alert or something going on out there. And you're not, at least you're not shaking, so we know that it's not an earthquake. And but for real though, can nostalgia actually save The Last Dragon? Because bruh, that was a rough rewatch.
Watch that movie. I didn't watch the entire movie.
Oh, wait.
I started it 3 times.
Before we start getting black folks real mad at us. Hey, if you're looking Tiffany Customs Creations, if you go to they take care of everything for you. You go to etiffanycreations.com
for all your apparel needs. I don't think this whole getting black people mad. I think that's kind of
I think that's
jumping the ball.
I mean, we were kind of like that with the Wiz.
What?
With the dude, with our pod, because the dude was hating on the Wiz. That's kind of where the Wiz came. I was like, come on, bro, you can't be you hating on something that's you're trying to modernize something that was a part of us back in, but it was also creepy and scary and everything else. But
that critic is so forgotten. This one forgot. Like I said, it's The Last Dragon, and like I said, it was a laborious. I shouldn't say laborious, but it took work. It took work to watch it. It did because, I got myself set and I turned it on, and I was like, yeah, and then I found myself checking my clock. Like, what time is it?
Yeah, that's better than me, bro. There were times where I was like, oh, did I miss that part? I had to rewind it because my eyes just...
Yeah, because I did not see it from beginning to end till the third viewing. The third and first and only.
Oh, you way better than me because I just rewound to the parts that I missed. I was not about to rewatch that entire thing from beginning to end.
Now you see that? People gonna hate us when you talking like that.
Bruh, you mean I'm halfway through the movie and then I restart because I missed the part? No, 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 no. That's what that little funny remote is on Apple TV. Is moving on back.
All right. It is. Well, Apple TV. I saw it on. Apple has everything. I've come to find out. I saw it on Prime, and the first time I watched it, it was $1.74. The second time I watched it, it was 59 cents. I never thought I'd pay 59 cents to rent a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's called Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. If you don't know who Barry Gordy is the man who created Motown. Motown, which is not the popular. It's not the Rock or Def Jam. It would be the Def Jam of its day or the Rock or whatever. Is that the popular label right now? Is that the hot label right now?
What the Rock?
With
Is it
the Rock Nation? No,
really?
no, not Rock. No, Def Jam. I don't. Oh, is Def Jam? What is the hot label? Who is the hot like? But do they have labels anymore because of the internet? It's so democratized. Music
All
is
the rappers be
democratized.
singing like. And the rappers be.
I guess my point is Barry Gordy's Last Dragon. It would be like saying Jay Z's drug story. That may, but you know what I mean. Barry Gordy had first movie he ever produced was Lady Sings the Blues, starring Diana Ross, which she got an Oscar nomination for.
That was good. It was actually good. It was great.
It was a good. It was
Do
a great
you
film.
know where you're going to?
No, you got to see that. You thought
Oh, that's Lady Sings the Blues. My bad. I got it.
Lady Sings the Blues. You're talking about Mahogany.
Yeah.
You're talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Mahogany.
Mahogany. Yeah.
You got Diana Ross movies mixed up. But
I
Lady
did
Sings
like
the
that
Blues.
song,
Then he went on to produce The Wiz, which financially did not do that well, but is beloved by the black community.
I think because it became a cult classic, I think he got a little too big for his britches and was like, "Oh man, you know what? Karate
What?
and black people."
Wait! You got to understand. He did. Let me state. The budget was $10 million, and they made $33 million. So this movie,
Oh, it made some money.
financially,
It was good.
was a success. Let's get before you down it. He was a financially success. Now after
There are reasons though, and we'll get to them.
I mean, there's no doubt because after coming off The Wiz, it's like I need a winner. I need a winner. And as you were saying, hey, sitting in the room with some folks. Hey, y'all, we lost money on that Wiz thing. We lost some money.
So
I need something.
So we got
I need-
karate. Black people love after the
What do-
cartoons.
yeah,
After the
let's see.
cartoons,
What do black
they
people
lo-
love?
They love
Right.
to watch Kung Fu Theater after the cartoons on Saturdays, and we got to get some black. And they loved what was the movie where your boy, with Bruce Lee?
Into the
You
Dragon?
straight out of comic book, man.
Man. Yeah, I mean, hell. Yeah. Barry needed a winner, and he just went and got the best elements. Karate Man, Black, Motown soundtrack. We win it.
Yeah.
We win. We
And he
gonna win
won.
it.
He won. I give it to him. But
Hey, man. But I want you to know, I went back to watch the trailer of this film. And everything that we talked about in the Forgotten Pod, it pitched everything that was the movie. But what was bad about it? It said you got vanity, and you got the villain, and he actually uses the line, "You'll play my video." Let me tell you something. He got an evil to him. This guy's name is Eddie Arcane. You know what? Let me state before I'm just going in specifics. The story in general is Bruce Leroy, played by Ty Mack, is a martial artist in the hood who runs his little small dojo for the kids in the neighborhood, who aspires to become a martial artist master.
And might I
Or,
add, Karate Kid came out in '84. I think.
you know what? It did, because this premiered March 22nd, 1985, and I guess that probably added a little bit
They was like, man, they got a
to
lot out of the kid. They got a lot out of
we
the
need
kid. The
we need
kid
our
from the
Karate Kid. That's what we need.
they had that kid from the Outsiders and played the kid in Reseda, and he just went in and he just beat Johnny, and you know,
So that inspired Barry to say, we need to get some no-name kid who ain't never been seen before. Name, he got one name like Timac. He like Madonna. He got one name. He gonna be the hottest thing ever.
Well,
I mean,
let's start. Let's give them meters. We give them meters from 1 to 5, and 5 obviously. It's just like when y'all call.
Okay.
It's just like when people call. You call and they say, "Hey, can you do this survey for us?" And 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. Let's put meters on them. Let's start with the plot and the characters.
Well, hold on. Let me give credit where credit's due. If this is what you call it, credit was written by Louis Venosta, who would go on to write Bird on the Wire, starring Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn. It was directed by Michael Schultz, who did Coolie High, Grease Lightning, Which Way Is Up, and of course, it's produced by Barry Gordon. And as we should say, what is the story about? The story is about a martial artist, Leroy Green, aka Bruce Leroy.
Mm-hmm.
He's all about the culture. Walks around with the Chinese out with the gi. If I'm correct, it's called a gi.
Mm-hmm.
He walks around in martial artist clothes all the time with the little black shoes and stuff like that. Walking around like he's Bruce Lee, going to the open air markets, trying the fruit. He's all that. His little brother Richie, is in love with this woman named. And when I say little brother, he's all of what, maybe 12?
Yeah, he was a little black dude who was like, he showed up in all of the
He's a
TV
big
shows.
fan.
He showed up in all the TV shows as a little black kid.
If you see him, you recognize him.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of this video show, which is very popular at this point in time. MTV is 4 years in and is the hottest, pretty much revolutionizing music at this point. Laura Hayes, played by Vanity, who was supposed to star or co-star in Purple Rain, but as we know, I don't know if she quit or Prince fired.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
Anything can happen with Prince.
Happened with Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if he got fired or she quit. Whatever it was,
he didn't do bad with the replacement.
He didn't. He did not.
He did not. I'm just saying he did not.
But Vanity, Denise Matthews, but she goes by Vanity, is the star, and
I've never known her name.
She has her own.
I've always known as Vanity.
Yes, rest in peace. She has her own own video show. It's the hottest thing it's the hottest thing out. It goes to show you we're living in an alternative universe because MTV is the hottest thing ever,
but it's basically, it's Vanity, and they got this video show, and
she's Laura Hayes. That's her name. Laura Hayes
is a big star in town and over the TV, and
at Seventh Heaven Studio. That's where they promote this thing.
And the evil Eddie Arcanian that you mentioned earlier, he wants to get his woman's his current girlfriend's video scene
played on this woman's show. Eddie Arcane, let me say, played by Christopher Murney. This, honestly, in the big scheme of things, he's still alive. If he passes, he has like about 45, 50 credits. This still is the biggest movie he was ever in right here, I think. For him, this is the biggest role. He's been in a lot of the movies where he had smaller roles. They were big movies, but they were just smaller roles. The dude had a credit just this year. something on Disney Junior doing the voiceover. So at 82,
Oh
he's
wow,
still working. He's still working.
my voiceovers, boy, that get you.
But
That get you some money.
yeah, it does. But he is this as he claims he's a video game king, but he wants his girl's video to be played on this video show, and that is his sole focus for this hour and 49 minutes. I want
Yeah, this
you.
movie was almost 2 hours. Like I don't
This
even
is
see, I don't even understand how. Like movies typically were about hour 30 minutes, and you were like, man, but this movie was pushing 2 hours, and I don't even know how it made it that far.
you are. I mean, I can't stress enough story wise how that is all he has a play her
And
video. That's all he
but
cares about.
and then we had my man Show enough, and he
And
had his
showing
crew.
up, which is probably the more popular portion of this film, showing up who we mistaken is played by Jeff Curry instead of
Yeah, for a minute,
we
I thought it was Candyman.
we thought it was played by Tony Todd.
Rest
Cause
in
you
peace,
can't give me
Candyman.
rest in peace, Tony Todd. Yes.
My bad. I said rest in peace, Candyman. That's not.
Call that man Candyman.
My bad.
I'm more. You come back and haunt your ass. I'm more than Candyman. Say my name 5 times. Uh,
So we
yeah.
got the plot. We got the plot.
But this story is just.
So
It's
we
linear.
so,
It's one
so
thing.
check it out. We know this. We know the
He's
survey.
doing that.
We know
But
the
I'm just
survey.
saying.
What's your plot meter? What you giving the plot?
I mean, it's a 1 because this Leroy wants to be this martial artist master, and I understand you have to have a goal. But both of them, that's their. His thing is the video. The other Leroy's is the martial artist thing. I want to be a master. I want to be a master. I want to be a master.
And that's
I want to play
but
the
check it
video.
out. That's
I want
why
to
I'm
be a video
giving the
player.
plot. I'm giving the plot a 3. I'm giving it a meh because it was basic 80s plot.
A meh?
Yeah, famous. You got famous girl, unassuming guy with special skills, which is Cymac, and the big bad guys. They want to bully him until he says he.
Then you adding star power to it. You talking star power now? No, the story.
I'm telling you the story. The story is basic. The story is famous girl, unassuming guy with special gifts,
And you give
the
it a
big bad
3?
guys.
You give it a 3.
Because those were basic plots in the 80s.